Hello, I'm Radhika, and I just love the music videos that are coming up on Sangeet Foundation. It's a fantastic initiative. I'm guilty of not doing this much earlier, as promised to Jayanta, but I was dealing with a few things, like all of us are in these really strange, difficult times. But even at gunpoint, I don't think I'll be able to sing to save my life. I probably can dance, but Jayanta said, "How about we just have a conversation with people?" And I said, "Yes, why not? Because we all thrive on good conversations, and hopefully, I'll be able to answer this pointed question he wanted me to find answers for on how the Indian diaspora here in the UK is coping with whatever's been happening for the last 4 5 weeks. Much longer, but the lockdown, of course, came in much later in the UK. Uh, but firstly, I'd like to say thank you for all these music videos that are coming, because they're all going straight into my coping kit, and that's what I'm going to call, because we are all under repair. I think as human beings, we are under repair because the environment is healing. We as human beings are discovering newer qualities to ourselves, newer coping mechanisms, and I think it's a fantastic opportunity as well for us to just sit back, relax, enjoy this detox from people, uh, and yet stay connected. So social distancing for me doesn't work, because we are all social human beings. We are human beings which are gregarious, especially in the Indian community. So I am being very socially active, connecting to friends, family, etc., but just being physically distant. And I think that explains what it is like in the Indian diaspora, especially, uh, and and beyond communities. So some of the things that have gone into my coping kit, or the repair tool kit, as I would call it, because we are under repair. And the coping kit includes music, of course. Food forms a very big part of it. I'm allowing flavors to communicate with me. Every single ingredient to communicate with me in whatever meal I'm having, discovering new recipes. And I must warn all my friends that I am making a list of all the recipes that you've been posting, and I have this new list called "Ask Friends to Make This List Post Corona Work Lockdown is Over." So all of your good recipes are going there. So food has been an important part of it. Friends and families, and chatting with various people, planning how the day should be like is helping me a lot, in terms of just setting a timetable to the day. I've also told myself, try and get some fresh air by just stepping out, or just opening your window once a day at least. Peep out of the window, and also try and listen to a bird or two, maybe, because it's just awesomely quiet, and I think we should make good use of it. Okay, so what is the Indian diaspora like? What's the state of mind? I sent a few questions over to a few people. This was a group of about 60 odd people, but a very interesting group, although the sample size is small. It's a mixture of students, senior citizens, businessmen, women, and the answers have been fascinating. So what are the things that Indians in the UK are doing? The first thing, very Indian thing that they're doing, is saving a lot of money. Um, it's happening automatically because a lot of people are not traveling on trains and tubes, and that is very expensive, we all know. We're not eating out as much. I don't know about you, but I'm not missing eating out so much. There are times when I do crave, but I'm happier eating at home. So saving is something that a lot of people are doing. Many have told me that they are planning for the 3 months after coronavirus lockdown relaxes, because many are fearing, and we are reading about it, and we've been reporting a recession that has been staring our faces. So a lot of people are preparing what to do should there be a recession, how to save, how to spend, and so on. And this seems to be some sort of a practice exercise for many who are in this mode. Organizing, being more planned with their grocery shopping, not just in terms of how to shop, or where to spend, but in terms of just how much you need for the next 2 weeks, perhaps, or 1 week. Because I think a lot of people, like myself, have realized that we end up buying a lot more than we consume, and now we're being more careful about how much we buy and how to use the yogurt tub till the last spoon. Work from home is being preferred by many. They love it. I love it. And it seems that they want to use this as the preferred way to get more efficient at work. So a lot of people are going to be talking to their employers about how possibly they could do 2 days of work from home a week once things get to normal, if and when they do, hopefully soon. Um, they're very, very happy with the fact that their carbon footprint has reduced, and they are being careful about what they or how they deal with the waste that they're producing, or each home is producing, and they're having a lot more time on their hands to just see how much waste goes out of every single refrigerator. Workout has become the new word for many, and it's one of the top 7 things to do in a day, which is great. Um, we end up overeating, but I guess it's allowed. What are the things that are annoying people? Zoom is getting to everyone now. They're trying ways to avoid video calls unless it's absolutely necessary, sticking to audio calls, and everybody is past that phase of how to work from home. Now everybody's sort of somewhat getting used to it, but they're trying to avoid more Zoom calls. Some have been very honest with this one. They're getting used to staying at home, also beginning to like the fact that they are having a sense of social distancing. I'm not sure whether that's a very good thing, but it's certainly a very honest thing to say that they're getting used to the fact that they are staying at home and also being physically distant. Hopefully, we won't remember to give those hugs to each other once this gets better, but that's something that a few people have said. Overall, coping okay. The Indian diaspora especially, they're being more disciplined, following the rules. It has been particularly hard, and it wouldn't take a genius to guess that it's very, very hard for people with illnesses, both in the body and in the mind. They are finding ways to cope. Also, the fact that most people now are staying at home is a sense of validation, maybe, for some who have been anti-people and not willing to meet people, and I fall in that category sometimes. I openly acknowledge it, but just the fear of not having that kind of help like they had earlier, because other things have taken priority, is beginning to daunt some who've been unwell. Many lovely Gujarati friends of mine are having a problem with their businesses, such as cash and carry and so on, not working very well. But they're staying put. The daily wage earners, as we all know, have been extremely badly hit. Some of the pictures from what's happening in India has been really, really hard to fathom. But there are some lovely Good Samaritans in the community. There are charities who are doing tremendous jobs in trying to help people or provide relief, or at least reach out to them and say, hi, are you okay? Makes a big difference. So that's there. And then one positive thing is, and this is again a finding that I'm very proud of, is that people are not actually planning what to do post-corona in terms of socializing. They are still holding on. All those huge meetups have not been planned yet, but I'm sure as Indians we would come up with them in a matter of a few minutes, if and when we are ready to meet up. So these are some of the findings, but I'm just going to quickly wrap. Great work, Sangeet Foundation. Keep going, keep singing, and keep sharing those lovely music videos with all of us. Good luck, and take good care of yourselves, and I will of myself as well. Repair mode. Goodbye.